welcome to A Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karradyne.
Hello.
What? Why are you so low?
I'm cold. I'm so cold. I can't function.
So you washed your hair, and you're like all wrapped up. So you have like a little towel wrapped around your head, and you
My derby twist.
You have a red blanket and a blue blanket. They're both
Yes.
fluffy. You look like Mrs. Claus right now.
Wait, what? Mrs. Claus doesn't wear blue.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Maybe blue skirts.
Maybe if she'd married Jack Frost, aka Martin Short,
What?
in that one Santa Claus movie.
What?
Was it the Santa Claus 3?
What are you talking about?
You haven't watched all of the Santa Claus movies,
I
have
don't
you?
care about those movies at all.
I'm pretty pumped for the new. Is it a TV series? Is it a series or is it a movie that's coming to Disney Plus? Because Tim Allen is retiring as Santa. He needs to find a new Santa. I personally hope that Bernard is chosen to be Santa, but I don't know if an elf can be Santa.
I don't know what the hell you're talking
You
about.
you saw the Santa Claus, right?
No?
You never watched the Santa Claus?
No, never.
We are changing that this year, my friend.
I doubt that.
It is, I think it might, well, I don't know. I got a lot of favorite Christmas movies. It might be my favorite. It's really good. I love it. The first one, though, they should never have made all those other ones. They were kind of stupid.
So if you want me to watch that movie, then you have to watch
Die Hard.
Harold and Kumar Christmas movie.
Okay. And I do kind of want to watch Die Hard. I've never seen it.
Oh my God. You want to watch it because of that Rick and Morty episode?
Well, and because everybody says it's a Christmas movie.
Oh Lord. And because now you found out that Hans Gruber is Snape.
Yeah, I did not know Alan Rickman was the villain.
Oh Lord.
In Die Hard. I love Alan Rickman.
That would actually be pretty good for
If you
Patreon.
haven't
We
watched
should do
the
that.
new episodes of Rick and Morty from last weekend, it comes on tonight. Let's
Yes.
watch it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you haven't watched the first 2 episodes of the new season of Rick and Morty, you need to go do that right now.
Yeah,
right
they did a
now.
lot of canon stuff on that first episode.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep. Hey, before we continue, if this is your first time or your 110th time, 110 times, Jesus
That's
Christ,
kinda
we've done this
crazy.
for a long time.
Yeah, we have.
Coming into the show, welcome. We're glad you're joining us for an episode of A Novel Console. We hope you stick around, have some laughs, and maybe find some new things to enjoy. If you want to reach out to us, you can do it on our socials, which is basically at A Novel Console on every platform, or you can email us directly at anovelconsole@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to support us, you can do it at patreon.com/anovelconsole.
Please, please, please tell your friends to check out the show because every listen and review helps. If you know anybody who you think might like the show, or somebody who just needs a good laugh, or somebody that has a stick up their ass and needs to chill out, tell them about the show. Tell them to listen. Check us out. And you can leave us a review on most platforms where you listen, like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, you name it. Reviews help us be more discoverable. And we also have our own A Novel Console Discord that I will eventually return to. If you want to join, send us an email.
For like an hour.
Or check out our Twitter and look for the pinned tweet. Okay, this past week, as we'll get into, was still an incredibly difficult week. But we are climbing up the mountain out of the valley. Fucking Mariana's Trench, I think, is where we were. God. We just keep getting hit with blood. I feel like we are the umbrella. When we went to the beach and you couldn't get the umbrella quite all the way in the sand, I was like, take that cooler, bitch, and use it as a mallet. We are the umbrella being beaten down by a heavy cooler.
That analogy doesn't...
Whatever. We were in the pits of hell.
It's
with
September.
the new warg that looks like old Sonic.
Ugly Sonic.
Yes. So you I don't know if you saw the comments, but this fucker who I don't think listens, so he won't be offended, got up in my comments and was like, Karradyne, I must respectfully disagree with you. You don't know what you're talking about. That warg doesn't look anything like this, and shows me fucking pixelated Sonic. I was like, if you'll read what I wrote, I immediately put a comment on this post saying live action Sonic before the internet bullied them into changing him.
Oh.
You see all those comments of him basically telling me I'm an idiot, and then me having to be like, sir, sit down. You are not paying attention to the context in which I said this.
That guy.
Oh, yes, that guy.
Had to be.
Love him to death, want to strangle him sometimes.
Before we continue, which I have some other stuff to say about that before we continue.
The pits of hell or the wargs?
Yes, pits of hell.
Or both?
Not the warg. The warg was adorable. What was I going to say?
I have no idea. You have something else to say about
I remember.
Something.
Okay, so we're doing an hour of nonsense. We're not sure if it's going to be an hour, but we're going to try to push
We're going to call it an hour.
We'll call it an hour, even if it's 20 minutes.
Well, probably be an
but
hour.
we got a bunch of stuff that we're going to do today. It's going to be fun. We just didn't feel like preparing, and we also didn't have time to read or play. So,
well, I did, but nothing I feel like reviewing. Well, not even review, because we're
just
not
talking
reviewing.
about it's not even worth talking about.
Yeah, it's not worth anything.
And what I'm playing this week is for Horror Month, which we'll get into later. Anyways, so September is a shit month.
You fucking jinx us.
No.
I swear you did.
As long as I can remember, September has always been a shit month. Horrible stuff happens in September.
I don't know. August was a shit month when we first started dating because you lost your job. Well, you didn't lose your job. You were demoted and chose to leave your job.
Yes.
In August. Granted, then I had my wreck and things were difficult for a little while. I had my stalker situation. It was basically September. It was almost September when all that stuff happened. Yeah. I don't remember if anything particularly shitty happened in September.
Yeah,
that
September's
year.
always bad, so
But
we're just dying for this fucking month to be over. And luckily, we only have 2 weeks
2 weeks left. Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be nice. Once it's the first, I am going to be so happy. I can't wait.
It's just been a
Anyways,
lot.
we have a Patreon Backlog of Doom poll winners.
Yes.
So we had 5 games and 5 books. The books were Weather Girl by Rachel Lee Simmons, The XY.
What? Who?
Rachel Lynn Solomon.
Who?
I can't read.
Rachel Lynn Solomon. Jesus,
Rachel
you said
Lee Simmons.
Rachel Lee Simmons.
Who's Rachel Lee Simmons?
Probably related to Richard Simmons.
Let me look up who Rachel Lee Simmons is.
Oh my gosh.
Probably some porn star or something.
can't.
Rachel Lee Simmons. I don't know who the fuck this lady is. There's a bunch
Is
of
it
pictures
actually
of
a
her.
person?
It's a lot of pictures.
Well, I mean, like a famous person
There's-
that would show up on Google.
Kimura Lee Simmons, Aoki Lee Simmons, Rachel Simmons. Mostly Kimura Lee Simmons. Who is she? I have no idea who it is. Some famous people married to somebody famous. Russell Simmons. Who's Russell Simmons?
Oh, he's from Run DMC, right?
Could be.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Russell Simmons. Let's see. Simmons. Here we go. Russell Simmons doesn't say. Co-founder of the hip hop label Def Jam. Yeah,
Wasn't
close.
he part of Run DMC though?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna look that deep into it. Anyways, Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon, The XY by Virginia Bergen, The Queer Principles of Kit Webb by Kat Sebastian, Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone, and These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. The winner was The Queer Principles of Kit Webb
Woo
by
woo!
Kat Sebastian.
Who voted for that?
A couple of people. It was pretty much even. Like one person just like broke it at the end. Then we have the video games Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Immortals Phoenix Rising, Rage 2, Yakuza Kiwami, and the winner, The Last of Us Part 1.
You knew it.
I knew it was going to be it. Burger Champ was so against it. He's
Really?
like, yeah, he was very against it. He's like, I'm not going to vote for it because then he's going to have to buy it, and then I don't support it. And I'm like, I got it for like $10 after I traded in Saints Row, so I really didn't pay that much for it.
at least.
Thank God for trade credit. But yeah, The Last of Us and The Queer Principle. So this is going to be up to Karradyne because I'm pretty sure I can beat that game in a week. Just playing like 3 hours every night. So when would you like to review that? Would you like that to be the 31st of October? Or would you want it to be sooner?
I could probably read sooner.
Sooner?
Yeah.
So do we want to aim for the 10th?
I think I could do that.
The 10th?
I think.
Okay. So October 10th will be...
Okay.
Yeah. And maybe we should have Champ on the 31st. Because he's always with us on Horror Month.
We'll have to discuss this off episode, but we would need to record that in advance because we have stuff going on that weekend.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So, and it's not going to be a time where we're going to be able to record in a hotel room because we can't do that anymore.
Right.
Our equipment is kind of stationary now.
Yep. Unless we bring Danny with us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think Danny wants to go to a funeral with us on our wedding anniversary. It's not a funeral, but basically a funeral. Yeah.
So we were thinking a bunch of stuff about Horror Month, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, so those are the winners for the Backlog of Doom.
Thank you for not hating me. Although I guess I didn't choose anything really terrible except maybe Weather Girl.
I tried to do it on purpose
and the
I
XY.
failed.
It sounded pretty stupid. But that was you. You bought me that shit.
No, you're never going to read it.
Oh.
So you know how my job allows me to work from home every once in a while?
Yes.
Yeah. So this week I was kind of forced to work from home.
Yes, you were.
And it wasn't by work. It was from external.
That September
outside.
thing.
Yes. September. Fucking September made me work from home.
Yes.
Fuck you, September. So I had to work from home because my car's battery decided to fuck up and die. And I couldn't move the car. And you also had to go to work, so you couldn't take me to work.
Exactly.
Or pick
and this
me
was
up.
after my car broke down 2 weeks ago. My car broke down.
Mm-hmm. Like you were driving and talking to me on the phone. You're like, oh, my engine light came on.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it stranded me on the road.
Yep. My power steering went out, everything. AAA gets there and he's like, you know, this is probably your alternator and not the battery, right? I was like, fuck my life. Sure enough. And we know from past experience with my old car, that's expensive as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you know, inflation, so it's even more expensive now. Yay.
So we got your car fixed, and a couple of days later, the AC went out.
Yes.
So that was fucking lovely.
Yes.
But anyways, now it's my car's turn.
Yep.
It decided to start doing a battery thing where I would turn it and it would chug. And it did that when I was leaving for work. And it did that at work when I was leaving for home. So before I left, I packed up all my work equipment. I told my boss, like, hey, this morning I had issues turning on the battery, so I am probably going to have to work from home if tomorrow I try to turn on the car and it doesn't. So I didn't even try, just work from home. I'm like, I signed up, work from here. At lunchtime, I went out to get lunch, came back, turned off the car, turned it back again, and it turned on without any problems. Like, fuck, it is the battery. Well, also, thank God.
At least it was the battery and not the alternator.
Thank God.
And
it's
the battery
yeah.
like it was on my car.
So
Yeah.
the next day, I'm sitting here working, and no, before that, I took Luna out to walk, and I see one of our neighbors has AAA pull up, and the truck on the side said battery maintenance or battery installation or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? AAA offers free battery installation? So I called them. I'm like, hey, how much is a battery? And like, well, it's free. You only have to pay for the battery. I'm like, seriously? That's
If
it?
only the battery were free too.
Like, that's it? He's
But
like, yeah.
still.
I'm like, okay, cool. Then, yeah, set me up. And the guy calls. He's like, hey, yeah, I'm on my way. What's the problem? I'm like, well, I think it's the battery. And I explained the whole situation. Like, okay. And I asked him, I was like, how much do you have the batteries for? And he says, 200. It's like $205 with tax. I'm like, yes, please come do it. Because I was looking and calling around, and all the fucking batteries were $250+ for my car.
Plus labor.
I'm like, what the fuck? No labor, because I was going to do it myself.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But the dude came, he like cleaned the connectors to the battery. He set everything up. He tested the battery. He's like, oh, maybe it's just the connectors are dirty and it needs to be cleaned for it to work right. I'm like, cool, fine, let's try that. So he cleaned them, tried the battery, drained it, turned it on, and he showed me the readings. The battery was working at 20%. That's how much charge it was holding.
That sucks.
I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I came upstairs. I kept working. He calls me. He's like, hey, it's ready. And I go back downstairs. It didn't even take him like 15 minutes to change it. And he got me all set up. So, anyways, the point of the story is that since I've been sitting here so much in the same spot where I'm sitting right now, looking at these two monitors during lunchtime on the second day, on Thursday, I decided to just, since I'm sitting here and the monitor's all set up and whatever, I just turned on the Super Nintendo and played for like half an hour during my lunch break. And I'm always checking my email just in case I receive anything from wherever that I might want to take advantage of. And I keep getting these email notifications from Twitch because I streamed one time for like 5 minutes, right, on the Anovel console.
Yeah, it was a long
page.
time ago.
Yeah. When I set up everything, I streamed for 1 minute. And Twitch is like, hey, come back. Your viewers are missing you. Like, hey, these are the top games you can stream. Hey, we miss you. Come back and stream. I'm like, should I start streaming?
Oh, my goodness.
So, like, I'm playing this game right now, which I'm going to review in Horror Month. And I'm like, I would love to stream this because not a lot of people played this game. And, like, they kind of just were like, it came out. But I'm actually, like, absolutely loving this game. I want more people to know about it to the point that I messaged Mariela. I'm like, hey, you got to play this game. Stream
it and develop yourself a Twitch following and become rich. And let me quit my job.
I wish. So anyways, but I was like, maybe I should stream. And then I played, for like 30 minutes here. And I'm like, this shit is fun. I should start streaming. And then I'm like, I do want to play through the whole Devil May Cry series again. Maybe that's what I should stream. So maybe that's what I am going to stream.
Pull my devil trigger.
Yes. And I'm going to pull all the devil triggers at work.
Bang.
Well, not at work. Why do I have... Oh, that's weird.
The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together.
No.
Love Shack, baby. Love Shack, baby. Do I sound like Elvis?
No.
I'm not supposed to because that's not Elvis. Oh, man. Did anybody even go see that movie other than my granny?
The Elvis movie?
Yeah. He was her number one crush when she was young.
That's funny. Tell me about the Rings of Power.
Oh, man. Oh. So, Friday night, my dad called just to check in on me. And I told him I was on my way home to watch The Rings of Power if I could convince you to put your video game controller down long enough. And he was like, oh, well, I was going to sit down and watch it too. What time are you going to watch it? I was like, I don't know, like whenever I get home. And he wound up with a neighbor that was trying to set his house on fire, so he had to go deal with that.
The neighbor came over and he was like, I'm going to set your house on fire. And your dad was like, no, you're not. And I was like, watch me. And the neighbor left. And then your dad was just looking through the windows, making sure that the neighbor didn't come back to set the house on fire. Eventually, he didn't try.
Oh, gosh. So he wound up calling back kind of late. That's okay. I wasn't ready till late. But we wound up doing a watch party on Prime Video, which I had not done before. Took us a minute to figure it out. And then this man didn't want to use the chat feature. He's like, I want to talk. So we stayed on the phone the whole episode. And there was a terrible echo. I was like, let's mute ourselves and then we can just unmute when we want to say something. What did he do? Didn't mute himself. But it's okay. I don't think his echo was as bad as ours probably was for him.
We have a listener. Her name's Amelia. She's in the Discord.
Uh-huh.
She does Lord of the Rings watch parties over on her Discord.
Oh.
Every
Rings of Power watch parties? Oh,
yes,
okay.
Rings of Power watch parties. Every week. Let me see what she is on Twitter. Let me see if I can find her at so that I can give it to the listeners so that they can join in on those watch parties because apparently they're a lot of fun. They are bilingual though. Okay, so her handle on Twitter is AEMILIA Highwind. So Amelia Highwind. At Amelia Highwind.
Are you gonna spell Highwind?
High, like high.
HIGH?
Yeah. Wind.
Wind. High wind.
High wind.
Honey, the way you're saying that does not sound
Well,
like
if you're
high
a Final
wind.
Fantasy player, you will know what the high wind is.
Oh,
So,
God. A lot
anyways,
of people aren't.
I'm going to put her on the show notes so that people can just, go to her page, go to her Discord, and go from there. But apparently they're a lot of fun. They do that with Rings of Power, and I think they did that with Nacho Libre a few weeks ago, and apparently that was a hoot. But
I see.
yeah, I'm not a movie watcher, so it's hard for me to sit down and just pay attention.
Oh, my gosh. Well, anyway, so I thought it would be a really fun episode for us to do the watch party for because we thought we were going to finally see Sauron.
And I'm never
it's not
gonna
fucking
see
Sauron.
him.
It's Uncle Benjen.
What?
He's Uncle Benjen in Game of Thrones. Remember I told you about that?
The guy that got lost?
Yeah, Ned Stark's brother that goes missing in like that first or second episode. And they talk about him for fucking ever. He never comes back. Never. It's so... I mean, he might come back in the show, but remember, I've only read the books.
What are the people called? The wildlings?
Yeah, the wildlings are the people. Then you got the White Walkers.
No, the wildlings. The ones that
wildlings,
live out
yeah.
in the wild frost or whatever.
And
it's
you
called.
got like
yeah. So maybe he got
Mace
eaten by them.
Windu or whatever the fuck his name. It's not Mace Windu, but Mance Rayder. That's his name. He's the leader of the wildlings. He's the same guy that plays Albus Dumbledore's brother. I can't remember his name right now. Ciaran Hinds or something like that. He's in a Jane Austen movie. He's old. Anywho, yeah, it's not fucking Sauron. In fact, I just saw a meme, the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's pointing, at the TV, and it shows the Eminem looking person. It's like Sauron, and then it shows somebody else. Is it Uncle Benjen? It's like Sauron, and now it's showing Halbrand and Sauron. So there are lots of theories. I've seen fan theories that Halbrand is I can never remember what he's called, but the king of the ghost army, the army that betrayed
Isildur.
yeah. And then people are saying that he's the Witch King. And now people are saying that he's Sauron. And then the people, it's amazing what these people come up with. And it's just so stupid. But somebody just posted the Numenorian guy that was the ringleader of the guys that beat up Halbrand. Somebody just posted a screenshot of him looking so stupid. Was like, this is going to be the mouth of Sauron. It's just, oh man. So like, I'm not disliking it, and I don't think you are either.
No. I love it.
You love it?
I fucking hate that it's being done by Amazon.
Yeah, but
I
it's
despise it.
pretty enjoyable. I mean, it's not bad by any means.
What's his name? The Puerto Rican elf.
Algonquin, Alornder, something. I can't understand a fucking thing that dude says. I have no idea what his name is. The accent that he's got going on. Plus, you have to have subtitles for him. Like I can't understand anything he says. I also couldn't understand anything Adar said because he's so quiet.
Yeah, your dad doesn't believe in.
Yeah, he doesn't use subtitles.
Yeah, Arondir.
Arondir. He needs long hair.
I love him because he looks like every single one of my cousins put together in one person.
I can see the Iram part.
Yep.
I cannot see Junito.
No, not Junito.
Your mom's
my
side.
mom's side. Oh,
all
my
of
mom's cousins.
Okay.
Besides cousins.
I
put
can
together.
see all those cousins at the farm, especially the bald one.
Andy?
Yeah, I can see him there.
That's him.
I can see.
Especially because Andy's like tan, like
Yeah.
around here, and he has like bright green eyes.
Yeah. So he makes up the eyes.
Yep.
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
even see the girls there.
Little bit. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
The only thing that I don't like about
You don't
this
like
show,
Galadriel. You don't like Morphin Clark for that role.
No, I like her.
You don't like her as Galadriel.
I don't like that her name is Galadriel and that she is Galadriel.
She's not
It would make
regal or what's
this
another word?
This
I'm
is something that
looking
I
for
found
here?
on Facebook, and I maybe you.
Oh
can,
yeah, I didn't read it. I
Okay.
saw that you tagged me in it and I forgot.
By the time the Rings of Power takes place, Galadriel was already married to Celeborn, and had given birth to their daughter Celebrian. But we don't see her spend any time with them in the series or even mention them. She even leaves Middle Earth with intention to go to Valinor without them. Rings of Power portrays Galadriel as an absolutely awful wife and mother.
Oh my gosh. Well, obviously she hasn't actually done this yet in the show. In the timeline maybe. But
So my thing is that it doesn't make sense for her to be Galadriel. It would make sense for her to be a blade of Galadriel, you know. Maybe they killed Galadriel's brother and Galadriel is in deep grief like elves do because they are very primpy bitches. And that's why the blade takes it upon her to go find Galadriel's brother's killer and kill them. Bring them to justice or whatever. That would make so much more sense than this being Galadriel. Because there's no etherealness. There's no demigod personality to her. She is just a lady with a vengeance chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. Like fucking Elrond is perfect. I absolutely love him.
I don't like that actor for him.
I love him. He was great.
He's growing on me. I'm just still in love with Durin. He's the most perfect
Durin is great.
of
And his
everybody.
wife.
Yeah, Durin and Disa are the most perfect.
That's her name.
And Durin's
Disa?
dad is perfect, yeah. All the dwarves are great, but I feel like it's hard to fuck up a dwarf. I don't know. Oh, I take all that back. When they were having that trial of breaking rocks or whatever, there were some weird looking fucking dwarves in there, especially the one who was like the coming down man. The one who was like, coming down. He like wasn't even wearing a shirt, and he just like that dude
The one
at the concert.
at fucking
One eye or something.
No,
or,
the,
I don't remember.
the one that was at at Welcome to Rockville, screaming, coming down at 5 feet. That punch.
Down. Yes. That dwarf.
Overall, I think it's pretty good. I think it's a bit slow, which is fine.
They are dragging it the fuck out. They are dragging it out so hard.
Whenever there's action, the action is good.
Yeah.
Like when they were fighting the Sonic-looking warg, and he was like kicking the chains
Yeah,
into the
there
warg.
there was a lot going on
Yeah,
there.
that was very good. And then the fight with all of the the orcs, when they were chasing them out of the
Theo
town.
and Arondir
Arondir,
and
Yeah.
Bronwyn.
and the girl and the boy.
Bronwyn and Theo. I want to know what the fuck is up with Theo and that blade, that hilt. I am so confused.
That boy looks like your nephew.
Somebody else said he's Sauron. Like he's a kid. God, y'all. Sauron already is a thing right now. Theo is not Sauron.
I'm fucking Sauron.
He might be like the mouth of Sauron or something. I don't know. He might be. I don't know, but geez, Louise.
Oh,
and
that is
like
fucking great.
I don't like the way the orcs look, and I don't like that they're vampire trolls. Like it's weird. It's weird. But I
don't remember-
do have to acknowledge that all of this stuff does take place thousands of years before the Third Age.
That's fine.
It's a long time.
I just don't like
the orcs
Galadriel.
get to evolve.
There's somewhere that I've seen before that orcs are sensitive to light, and I don't know where.
Yeah,
it
I think it's it's like the genetically modified what's the
Urukai?
word, Urukai, that are not. I'm pretty sure the orcs are always are.
Because I know that even though it's not canon, the Shadow of Mordor games, there are Uruks. They're not Urukai.
Yeah.
And they can stand the light. They are not hurt by it. But then there's the Dark Elves, which are those orcs in the mines of Moria. Those are weak to light.
The little goblin-looking ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're called Dark Elves for some reason in the games. I don't know if that's their real name, but yeah. So I'm enjoying it.
I am too.
I can't
mean,
wait to see more. I just really wish that at the end they're like, it was never Galadriel. And I'd be like,
Oh my
yes, thank you. It makes so much sense to me.
And I have crushes.
Oh, Lord. On who? Arondir?
No.
Because it looks too much like my cousins.
Yeah, especially after you said it. But not even before that. I don't. You know, the two I have crushes on have long hair. They have long hair. They're shaggy and stabby.
The king.
Elendil and
No.
Isildur.
The king at the that was sending Galadriel.
Gilgalad? No, I don't. He looks like a girl. No, and not the type I'm attracted to. No,
Celebrimbor.
No, he was in fucking Downton and impregnated my least favorite sister.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he's the one who got Edith pregnant and then died.
That's funny.
He was like killed by Nazis.
That's very funny.
Yeah. No, Isildur and Elendil, aka my main man's ancestors, aka I have a thing for their bloodline.
Oh, God.
AKA the genes are strong in this family. They're good genes. Good genes.
Well, they are Wranglers.
Whew. Whew. I feel like Isildur is too young for me to find him attractive, but it's okay.
Flew over your head.
What?
He said they're good genes, and I said they're Wranglers.
Oh, shut up. I was thinking Rangers because,
they're Levi's.
Rangers of the Wild.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
Let's see what's next.
I mean, they aren't, but,
Okay,
he is.
so you had a couple of books coming out that you're excited for?
Yeah. Well, one already came out, and I don't know that I'm excited for it. I'll get it eventually when we don't have a car breaking down every 5 seconds. But the sequel to Once Upon a Broken Heart, I don't remember if I reviewed it
Probably not.
on the show. Yeah, I don't think I did. But the sequel came out this past week, so I hope to get my hands on that somewhat soon. And next week, I don't know. I gotta look at my calendar. The next Kingdom of the Wicked book comes out, Kingdom of the Feared. Now, months and months and months ago, I pre-ordered a fancy exclusive edition of it from Fairy Loot, but they're really bad about sending their exclusive editions like a while after the book publishes, because they don't really have access to it beforehand sometimes, so I don't know when I'll actually get that. So hopefully we won't be broke as fuck by the time this book comes out and I can justify $20 on a book. And then I'll be that terrible person who returns it and gets my money back for when the other one comes in the mail. No, I shouldn't do that. It hurts the publishing industry. Did you know how much of a thing it has become for people to buy Kindle books and return them when they're finished? And like, there's this one author, it's the author of the Guild series, the girl who's gold. All of those books were on Kindle Unlimited, and she took them off. That's how I read the first book on Kindle Unlimited. Why are you laughing?
They were free on Kindle Unlimited, and people asked for refunds after that.
Well, no, I'm somewhat changing course here, and she just put them back on Kindle Unlimited last week, so I frantically went and downloaded all of them before she takes them off again, because she was like in bad standing with Amazon and like having her copyrights violated and shit. But there are other authors who, like, there was this one woman who she said she owed Amazon like thousands of dollars because so many people returned her books that she was like in the negative, because she was like an indie author. So
that is where Amazon shows how spineless they are.
yeah. I know Audible, which is obviously Amazon, used to let you return audiobooks like crazy and then buy new ones. And I shamefully admit that I did that for a little bit. But they shut that down pretty fast. They only let you do it like once. And then you have to call them if you want to do it again. Nobody wants to call. So I don't know why they keep letting people do it for Kindle. Seems like the same principle would apply.
I don't know. I feel like digital books, there has to be like a major margin of earnings that would allow for this to happen. Like for so many amounts of books to be refunded.
I don't know.
Like how much are they charging per book in against how much it costs to host the book in a server to download it or something like that.
I don't know.
So, you know, those sons of bitches are not going to lose money.
Yeah. Amazon will never lose money.
No, I can't wait for Jeff Bezos today. That's going to be a good day.
Oh my God. And I decided to sit down and continue my Harry Potter reread of the illustrated editions. And the fifth, the Order of the Phoenix illustrated edition comes out next month. So I'm excited for that too. I think the Mina Lima Prisoner of Azkaban comes out next month too. Good Lord. I'm gonna need to snap some pictures of receipts and earn some Barnes & Noble gift cards, Lord. Fetch rewards. You can take pictures of your receipts. And one of the things that you can cash out for is a Barnes & Noble gift card. But I'm learning that it's taking a long time to get to that many points.
You should do a UGC about Fetch.
About Fetch rewards? Oh my gosh.
I'm sure they love it.
If you can convince your friends to join it, you get a bunch of points. But I
tried to convince my family, and then my entire family was like, we already have that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I finally convinced my sister to download it. She downloaded it, and then she never snapped anything, so I never got the points for it. It's like, are you kidding me? I even bugged her about it, and she's like, oh, I went to Target. I'll take a picture when I get home, and she never did.
Of course she did. So I got a couple of things here before we go into Horror Month and a little something we got for Gorbage. The first thing that I have is the Turtles collection.
Sea turtles, gopher turtles. What kind of turtles we talking about here?
We are talking about the teenage.
Michelangelo.
No, the
and
teenage kind.
Raffaello and Malalo.
No, there's no Moralolo turtle. And we're talking about the
Around
teenage,
there.
the teenage mutant kind of turtle.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So the Cowabunga collection, actually, for the PlayStation 5.
Oh my gosh. Cowabunga.
I want you to give me a good Cowabunga. Like the
Cowabunga!
That was awful.
Yeah.
This collection is awesome. Wow, it's cool. It's very cool. I do find that the only annoying thing is the online multiplayer thing, where you only get to play 4 games multiplayer online. So I have the pictures, actually. Let me just look those up. But apart from that, it's very good. Like the way that the games are not modded, emulated. They run perfectly well. There's no screen tearing. There's no flashing, no clipping. They just play very well. So the online games are the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game. Then the next one is Turtles in Times for the arcade. And Tournament Fighters for the Super Nintendo and Hyperstone Heist from the Sega Genesis, which I had never played Hyperstone Heist ever in my entire life.
Hyperstone Heist.
Yes. It's like Turtles in Time, which we reviewed on the podcast, but on steroids. It is so much better. There is a leap in quality that you can feel when you play.
That's nice.
So I think we should play that game and review it on the podcast at some point.
Okay.
It also does have a bunch of other games. There were some Game Boy, the original Game Boy games in it, and I started playing one of them. I'm like, wait, I think I rented this when I was a child. And I played a little bit more of it, and I saw the pizza in the game. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely rented this as a child.
You know what I think about literally every time you talk about turtles?
What?
That girl.
What
that we
girl?
talked about last time we talked about turtles.
Oh, what was her name?
That's My Strange Addiction or whatever girl. I can't remember her name. Shit. Go back and listen to that episode. The girl who was obsessed and wanted to be a Ninja Turtle, basically.
And she had the Ninja Turtle costume or
yeah,
something.
and she like put mayonnaise on pizza or something. It was disgusting. Ugh.
So this game is $40, and it has, I think, 13 games in it. It is definitely worth it. I do want to get another copy for the Switch so that I can have 2 copies, one for PlayStation, one for Switch. I will eventually, but not for now. And I haven't put a lot of time into it. I'm waiting for you so that we can both put a lot of time into it, because I feel like this would be a type of game that wouldn't give you nausea.
Motion sickness.
Yes. So I feel like this would be great for us to play together.
I wish Mario Kart didn't give me motion sickness.
Me too. You know what won't give me motion sickness when it comes out?
What?
Pikmin 4.
Oh my gosh.
They announced Pikmin 4 this
So cute.
on Nintendo Direct this week, and I am so happy. I'm so excited. They announced they showed a screenshot and a little bit of the world, and it looks like it's in a park, and there's a little Bulborb sleeping.
Oh,
And it's adorable.
that'll be so fun.
Murder and chaos.
Oh my god.
You know, I actually think I willed this game into existence. You know how?
How?
You know how I reviewed the original Pikmin in the last episode that we did where we reviewed something?
Yes.
And I talked about Pikmin 2.
Yes.
As soon as that episode was done, I went and beat Pikmin 2. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to beat Pikmin 3. And I went through and beat Pikmin 3. And I think that's how I willed it into existence. I was like, maybe if I beat all 3 games before this Nintendo Direct,
I believe it.
Pikmin 4 will happen.
I believe it.
So you're all welcome.
They say thank you.
I know they do. Everybody in the universe is thanking me right now.
Uh-huh.
Because I did something for humanity.
You did.
Yep.
You saved us all.
And nobody's going to know that I saved everyone
Oh my gosh.
by giving them Pikmin 4. I'm so happy. All right, are you ready to get in some horror month plans?
I think so.
Okay. So what I'm thinking, which we talked about a couple of days ago, every book, Junji Ito.
Yeah, I mean, we got a fuck ton of Junji Ito that we haven't read, some of which we bought in Puerto Rico, of all places.
That's true. We bought a bunch of Junji Ito in Puerto Rico.
Very random.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be easy if Champ comes into the show. We'll all read Junji Ito unless you want to read a specific horror book. Good thing is that I can find all of these mangas online for free for me to read, and we all have...
I'll read the physical.
Exactly. I was thinking about games. I really kind of want to do a game a week. So I was thinking about doing the game that I'm playing right now, which I'll review in, not next week, but the first week of October. And then I want to do The Last of Us, which won. So you'll get a free pass that week on a horror book. And then I wanted to do Castlevania games, but not just any Castlevania games. I wanted to do the Metroidvania Castlevania games.
Are we going to watch Castlevania?
We could. I do need a refresher before watching the final season.
You said Robert Carlyle is in it, or he's in the game? He voices in the game.
He's a voice in the game
I see.
in Lords of Shadow.
But he's not a voice in the show?
No.
Huh. That's lame.
Is it?
Yeah, I like Robert Carlyle.
Patrick Stewart's in the game too.
Oh, really?
He's really good. He's a bad guy.
I love him. Everybody loves him. Who doesn't love him?
Yep.
People who don't know who he is. Who
Yes.
doesn't know who he is?
Yes.
People who live under rocks.
So I'm thinking if I do work up the courage or work myself up to actually stream on Twitch, I just do Devil May Cry on there, because since it's horror adjacent, it started as Resident Evil, but it turned into its own thing. Then I think we might have pretty decent horror month going. What do you think?
I think it'll be good.
We can do Hocus Pocus
Yes.
2 for
Yes.
Patreon.
The movie.
Yeah, we can
It's
do.
probably going to be terrible.
That's probably going to be awful.
I saw this thing on Facebook yesterday that said happy 29th anniversary of pretending that this terrible movie is good. And it's Hocus Pocus. And I sat there. I was like, you know what? Because I just rewatched it a few nights ago. I was like, it really is not a great movie, but God, does it have the nostalgic vibes. It does for me, not for you, because you didn't grow up watching it. But like, I think about the fact that Erin from Bookstagram just showed last year her 3 kids the movie, and she had asked me beforehand if I thought any of them would like not like it, or if there was anything that would be upsetting. And one of her kids is really sensitive to death. And I didn't think about the fact that Binks's little sister is murdered in the first 5 minutes. But it's not brutal, you know, because it's just like her little spirit sitting in that chair and them sucking her essence out of her. And him being stuck to live forever,
you say
thinking
that,
about losing her.
That she doesn't curse?
Wait, what? Yeah, no, Erin doesn't, yeah.
Yes. How could you forget the scene where Thackeray calls, what's her face? The tooth one. What's the one with the teeth?
Winifred.
When Thackeray calls
Bette
Winifred
Midler.
the C word.
He does not say that word. Oh my God. It's a fucking Disney movie. What is wrong with you? The most inappropriate words they say are like virgin. And when the teeth one calls Billy Butcherson maggoty malfeasance or something like that. Oh, well, no. Okay.
He was a cat for hundreds of years and he was still a virgin.
There is something incredibly...
He didn't
oh, my
even
God.
lose his cat virginity.
There is something incredibly inappropriate, and it is the bus scene. When they all get on the bus... And he's like, I'll take you ladies to your wildest desires. Winifred's like, we desire children. And he's like, it might take me a couple tries, but I'm down, or something like that. Yeah. There's lots of innuendo on the bus. Lots of it. I am excited to see Mary fly around on some Roombas. That's going to be amazing. Because remember, at the end, after they've lost their brooms, because those kids stole them outside Satan's house, they, like, go into, like, a closet, and Mary winds up with a vacuum cleaner. So they're putting her on Roombas, because, you know, it's 2022, not 1992, 3, 4, 5, whatever the fuck year. 29 years ago.
This movie just sounds worse and worse. Worse and worse.
It's not great, but it's great at the same time.
It's terrible.
Terrible cinematic.
Feline AIDS.
No cinematic value.
No cinematic value.
But amazing, nonetheless.
Yes. So, what do you think? Horror month? Yay? Nay?
Yay. Yeah, that'll be good. I could probably even read like a short Ito for that backlog week.
And so what we would do like
2, half and
books?
half. Do Kit Webb and like maybe Frankenstein or something. One of the short ones. We don't have to. Maybe.
No.
I'm overcommitting myself here.
Or we can pass off the book as the horrors of falling in love.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
The horrors of gay love in Regency, England. It's terrible, but it's true. Oh God,
awful.
I can't.
All right. So Gorbage. Are you ready for Gorbage?
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird one, guys.
It's not really Gorbage.
But shit, we only got 11 minutes, and we'll be at an hour.
Yeah. Should I put in the Gorbage music?
You could. Yeah. Why not?
All right, that is Gimme the Gorbage.
We were unable to get Gorbage this week, but we have a Gorbage replacement in lieu, or in My brain is farting. Oh my god.
And I think in Lewis, right?
No, this is in lieu of Gorbage. It's not. We have soda. We have exclusive soda that my brain isn't working. I'm so.
We have soda.
Yeah, we have some exclusive limited edition sodas, 2 of which are the same brand. There are 3 of them total that we're gonna like taste and let you know what we think. So, where you want to start? Or do you want to tell everybody what we have?
Okay, so we have the Coke Dream World, which I've already had a few of, and I think it's fairly okay. But
I hate Coca-Cola. I hate Coca-Cola.
I want to hit that guy with a bat.
You hate him as much as I hate Coca-Cola.
He drives me fucking insane. I've seen him drive his fucking dirt bike at 1 a.m. on the sidewalk.
It's ridiculous.
He pisses me the fuck off.
I saw him rip out of here the other day. Like, finally saw it with my own eyes.
He doesn't even live here.
I know. It's
Fucking
ridiculous.
jackass.
It's people who like to ride up and down this road because there's such a long stretch with no stop sign or stoplight.
Or speed bumps.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, so Coke Dream World, Mountain Dew Frostbite, which I've had like 6 of these today. They're so good.
Yeah, you have.
And the final one, which I know it's been out for a while, but I've been dying to try it on the show because it's just so fucking bizarre.
Have you tasted it?
Never.
No? Okay.
This is going to be a first for me.
For both of us.
Yes. So this is Mountain Dew Flaming Hot.
I've only tasted the Frostbite and it wasn't very cold, so I think that was part of why I felt the way I did.
I like both of Dream World and Frostbite, so let's go ahead and have you start with Dream World.
Remember, I don't like Coke, so
Let's try
don't
it.
put a lot of stock in what I say.
Yeah. I think it's great because it is fruity. I feel like the Dream World and the Frostbite Mountain
It
Dew.
smells like a gum I used to chew.
Really?
Yeah, it smells like this like pineapple gum I chewed.
Pineapple
Yeah.
gum.
Yeah.
Strange. I feel like both the Dream World and the Mountain Dew have a lot of flavor in common because it's kind of like blue raspberry-ish, right?
Yeah, the Dream World's actually not that bad because it doesn't really taste like Coke. But it's not great. I wouldn't want to sit here and drink the whole can. It is super fruity.
Yeah, it
super
is.
fruity.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know,
So online,
dream flavored. What the fuck?
what I can find online is that it is citrus mango. So like oranges,
I can
and
taste that.
limes and mango. Let me give it a taste. Let's see what it's like.
I don't know. There's like a major lingering taste. And
That's the mango.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
like
that is
that fruity
mango. That's
gum
weird.
that I've had before. It doesn't really taste like Coke at all to me. Maybe a little bit in the aftertaste.
A little bit.
I fucking hate Coke. God, I hate it so much.
That is not bad. Now that I know to look for mango, that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah, you can taste it for sure.
What do you think out of 10?
I mean, it's like a 3, 4. I wouldn't sit here and drink the whole can. It's weird.
I would. I give it about an 8. That's pretty decent. But then again, I'm kind of a mango fiend.
Yeah, you are. I'm definitely not.
Here's the Frostbite.
Okay.
Mountain Dew Frostbite.
It has a shark on it.
It does. Let me see what Mountain Dew Frostbite's supposed to taste like. Oh, let's see here.
Yep. Nope.
Let's
Not a
see.
fan.
No? What's
No.
it taste like to you?
It tastes like a bad Baja Blast with blue raspberry in it. I'm not. No.
It says here that
Ugh.
it's cool melon.
No, I don't taste that.
No?
I taste blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry?
Yeah.
Huh.
And it's still not cold enough, and it's been in the fridge for a while.
It has. It has.
So
So cool melon, Frostbite, half caffeine. Motherfucker, nobody's telling me what this is supposed to taste like. Maybe I can taste it a little bit, melon, but it's mostly like blue raspberry. Yeah, like you're right. It's I think it's fine. It's definitely not cold enough. But I do think it's fine. What do you think?
I don't like it.
Out of 10?
1.
6.
Urgh.
All right. Do you want to be the first one to try this one?
I suppose I will, to keep up with the theme here. Okay. This has been sitting in our fridge for days.
Yeah. I'm a bit scared about that one. Let me see.
Did you realize it already expired?
Did it?
Yeah, it expired on August 8th, which means it was expired when you bought it. Because you just bought it like last week, right?
No, I bought it like
2 weeks ago.
Monday?
Monday? Really?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, it expired in August. What is it like?
It's like dirty water. It don't taste nothing like flaming hot.
Are you going to take another sip? Oh, boy.
Yeah, it just tastes dirty.
That's awful.
Yeah, there's not... I think it probably has to do with being expired.
It smells like straight up lemons.
It tastes like dirty lemon water.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's nothing spicy about it at all. Nothing. I think it's
God.
flat. It's flat as fuck. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That is nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dirty flat lemon water.
I feel a little bit of spice in my back.
Really? I don't.
And my it's going up my nostrils right now. Mm-mm. Take a bigger swig. Take a big swig.
Oh my gosh.
Like
it's definitely flat.
It is
hell.
Flat. But oh my God, that is awful. It's like, Do you feel it now?
Not yet.
No.
Mountain Dew with a blast of heat and citrus. Well, I can taste a little bit of it wishing it were hot. You know, like
it's not hot.
It's almost
but
it's like
it's like if your throat was irritated.
It's like they put a dash of tahini in it.
Not even tahini is pleasant.
Yeah. What's another like hot powdery stuff? You know, I can feel it like right in the back of my throat, like just a little heat, but nasty heat, like dirty, like
chemical.
Yeah.
Like you mixed.
That's awful.
It feels like if you had mixed Clorox and Windex.
Yeah. Yeah.
So mustard gassy.
Yeah. That's really bad.
Fuck, that is trash.
Lord.
Jesus.
Woo.
That originally it's like normal Mountain Dew.
Give me my water. Lord,
and
help
then
me.
It just goes into fucking chemical territory. It is so bad. That is a zero. That is a straight up fucking zero.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God. I knew that was going to be good for the show, but
I wonder
bad
if people
for us.
actually drank that stuff and like liked it.
They did.
Really?
Yeah, Edgardo loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's crazy.
He's insane.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Have you seen him?
What, he bought a fucking... What was that Pokemon?
The Pokemon watch?
Yeah.
The Gengar Pokemon watch?
Yeah.
It was, I think it was like a Fossil brand. That shit must have been expensive as fuck. Well,
it's Fossil?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Because he's single. He lives in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And
he lives
has
in,
a good job.
in Miami, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Miami, Oklahoma.
Yeah, he's going crazy. So
Bless his heart. Bless him.
We love you, Edgardo, if you're listening.
Drinking Mountain Dew flaming hot and buying Pokemon fossil watches. Cool.
Yep.
Living the life.
Yep. He loves that shit. If I were him, I'd probably be doing the same thing, except only video games.
Okay, yeah,
and
my
watches,
throat
so.
is really starting to burn now.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Like
this is
fucking-
really unpleasant. Like, even if it weren't flat and tasted better, this is still not. It feels like I have heartburn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awful. Even if it tasted good, it wouldn't be worth it. No, I don't like any of this
This will
stuff.
clean it up.
I don't want it. I'll drink water. It's fine. I'll go get some Tums.
Imagine if the Tums had a reaction and it just make you burp all night.
I feel like it's cleaning out my arteries as we speak.
Oh, God.
Or it's trying to.
Yeah.
And it's Kleenex, Windex, and Clorox.
This
combo.
This was terrible. I'm throwing this. I'm gonna mix this with the
bleach
Clorox
and clean your
bomb that I
toilet?
made in
Oh
my
my
toilet.
God,
Yeah.
no.
I'm gonna mix it with
Gonna
that. See
blow
what
up the
happens.
apartment.
The fucking toilet will start melting.
That's awful. God. Yeah, you should pay attention to the dates on that shit because expired soda is the worst. I got like a 2-month expired Diet Dr. Pepper at work one time. It tasted like cardboard. It was bad. And then they had to complain to the vendor for bringing us expired soda.
I think maybe for the next one we do, we should buy the Mountain Dew, hard Mountain Dew, and try those. See which one's actually good and which one's not.
One day we need to go to the Taco Bell cantina and drink a Baja Blast cocktail.
Speaking of which, I went to KFC the other day, right, for lunch. I bought the combo, and I asked for I think it's like Peach Lightning or something. It's Peach Mountain Dew. It's good.
You drank peach Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it looks like piss, but it's good.
Well, you know what I love?
It's thick and syrupy like my piss.
Peach Fanta.
Oh, God, you do.
Peach Fanta is thebomb.com. It's the best thing since sliced bread. If it didn't have so much fucking sugar in it, I'd drink it all the time.
I feel it like right here in
Yeah,
my throat.
I do too. I feel like I have heartburn,
That is,
Yep.
That's unpleasant.
which I probably will have later because we had chorizo tacos for dinner.
So this is probably the last time you're going to hear from us. So, yeah. 110th episode.
Death by Mountain Dew flaming hot.
All right. Do you want to say goodbye to everyone, Karradyne?
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.